All right, everybody. I'm your local unihorn. I don't say unicorn because there's no corn involved. It's a single horn, which is where the uni comes into play. So I'm a unihorn, or you can call me one horn. It doesn't matter. Either way, we're going to talk politics. Stick around. And the reason why I want to talk politics is there's so many different things where people get so upset with other people based off their point of views. Your view is your view. I remember back in the day, I know showing my age a little bit, but I remember when it used to be okay to say none of your business when somebody asked who you voted for. Nowadays, it seems like everybody identifies themselves with who they voted for in the previous election. Now, I am a Democrat, liberal, whatever you want to call it, bad me, whatever, but I vote bipartisan. Now, I'm not a big fan of the orange guy, never voted for the orange guy either time, but there's a few things going on that I actually kind of like. And I'm like, maybe he's not that bad. Or maybe what's going on is not that bad. But I'm still not too sure. I'm still kind of on the fence a little bit. I've been watching a lot of people here on this app that talk politics, and some of what they're saying does make sense. Now, even though some things make sense, some things I don't like, where they're like, oh, you've been walking around with your blinders on, welcome to the light, blah, blah, blah. Well, first of all, just jumping straight into anybody, whether they're a politician or not, is being silly. But I try to look at things objectively. So a lot of my friends don't even know. This is probably the first time they're even seeing me say that I'm like Democrat or liberal. Ooh, bad. I know, bad me. Yeah, bad me. But most of them don't even know which side I fall on because I always play devil's advocate. If someone's a big fan of the orange guy, I talk about the other side. If someone's a big fan of the other side, I talk about the orange guy. So I try to look at things through an objective lens. Now, with that being said, the biggest reason why my friends have not really heard me go fully one side or the other side is because recently there's been some things I don't like. For example, I don't like the fact that some people are so extreme one side, like, oh my God, I'm the left, you gotta get rid of the right, the left is the only way to go, or I'm right, I'm the right side, blah, 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 we don't need the left side, we just need to stay with the right side only. Well, first of all, if our nation was a bird, let's say the bald eagle, as a matter of fact, let's say our nation is a bald eagle. If it only had one wing, it would fly in circles. We need both sides. We need both sides to keep the other side honest. So we need Democrats to keep Republicans honest. We need Republicans to keep the Democrats honest. I think that's the best way to work. So if it was up to me, it would be like, hey, if we have a Republican president, we need a Democrat vice president, and vice versa. But that'll probably never happen. And oh my God, I'm bad for thinking that, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. The only thing I don't like is nowadays is like people draw so much hate from the other side. For example, like I know a lot of Republicans are like, oh, I hate Democrats suck, and liberals are retarded. And I'm like, whoa, what's up with all the names calling? Why couldn't it just be that we can agree to disagree like it used to be? The one thing I've never really liked about the orange guy is the big rumor going around that he's going to try to get rid of the two-term presidency, and oh my God, he's going to be king, blah, 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 blah. Well, I think that's wrong. I think there's a reason why our people put in the Constitution that we can only have two-term presidencies, either way. But I think there's a big reason for it, and a big reason why, because we don't want to have a king, even if it's a nice king, it's still a monarch and a dictatorship, etc. However, I do think that some of the things that are going on right now are not as bad. I'm thinking that he might be trying to help, and he might be working for the people. However, I'm still on the fence. And plus, you gotta trust me, I'm a unihorn. Unihorns. And when people ask me why I'm not a big fan of the orange guy, I just start telling them my reason with mainly the orange guy. I don't say my reasons are because of Biden this or Biden that, but every time they defend themselves and I say I don't like the orange guy, they start flipping out saying, oh my God, you like the other guy. And like, just because I don't like one doesn't mean I like the other. Now, that's the other thing. There's a lot of people that went around, oh, not my president, blah, 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 blah. I served in our military, and I'm a firm believer of even if I don't respect the man in the chair, I respect the chair. So as of now, he's my president, and he's going to be my president at least until the next 4 years, or 3.5, or whatever. But either way, something going on right now, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but my biggest reason before for not caring for the orange guy is when his following turned into like a cult following. Reminded me of Jim Jones. That's why I say sometimes, whoa, you're drinking from the Kool-Aid, you're drinking from the Kool-Aid, stop drinking from the Kool-Aid, go get you a glass of water or whatever, because that's the way I feel sometimes. If someone has a cult following, it doesn't matter how much I like them, because I used to like them, they have a big cult following. To me, there's something wrong with that. Like, if I have a following, my following wants to support me, great. Excellent. Support me, love me, share me, whatever. But I don't want a following that would be like, I'm going to hurt for him. I'm going to bleed for this guy. This guy's awesome. Oh, my God. I'm going to die. Blah, blah. That's drinking from the Kool-Aid. That's just too much. I'll be like, don't even follow me. I'll click the unfollow me button. I'll remove you from my following list. It's like, I want followers, and I want people to be behind me, just like he has a lot of followers and a lot of people behind him. And being behind him is okay. Just when it starts getting too crazy, I'm like, let me go take a nap. But I did want to say publicly, I'm starting to like the fella. Anybody else on here that's a big Orange fan and you want to say some positive things about why I should still or should become a Orange fan, let me know. Also in the comments, if you're not a big fan of Orange guy, just like I have not been my whole life, don't come in here speaking any hate. Like, we don't need that. That's the part that turns me off from politics, is I remember when it used to not be about hate. It used to be okay to disagree. If you want to disagree and have a debate, I love debating. I'm a master at it. I am a master debater. So just get with me. We can master debate all day. But I'm okay with debating. But when it starts getting violent or people start getting mad and calling names, it's like, come on now. Really? I love you. Everyone who watched this video, love you, love you, love you. Love my fans. And if you don't like the unicorn, maybe next time I'll be a rabbit.